All right. Well, welcome back, everyone, to the Brain Soul Success Show. I am so excited. Andrew and I have been talking before we hit record today, and you are in for a real treat because we've not had someone with his expertise on the show before. So he is an expert, and he is the founder and CEO of Functional Medicine Marketing and the author of Digital Marketing and SEO for Functional Medicine Practices. There is his book, The Best Online Marketing Methods for Getting More Calls, Better Leads, and Bigger Profits. And if you don't know what SEO is, I'm going to have him explain that to you all in a minute here. But since 2020, he has helped integrative and functional medicine clinics and other people too. So all walks of life in the natural health field, the energetic field, really grow their SEO-driven marketing strategies. So they're really tailored specifically to that unique need for that practice. He's been featured as a guest in Functional Nurse and Junto podcast with Scott Radigan, and regularly speaks to clinicians, and he holds events too and helps with events, building sustainable patient generating marketing systems. So he is a marketing guru. I'm so excited. So thank you for joining us today.
Oh, Louise, thank you so much. I'm excited as well.
I mean, you know what's really funny? I'm a healer, but I like marketing. um, and so I was like,
There's a lot to do that. There's a lot to do with that because marketing is energy. It's creating that vibrancy and connecting with people and creating value and building trust and authority. And so it's so much. We don't give it enough credit as far as the energy and the vibrancy, which I'd love to talk about. Just what I've seen in helping practice hundreds of practices over the last almost 6 years now, and just what makes great practices. And it's not all just marketing, and it's not all just perfect protocols for your patients. There's this
uh-huh.
energy aspect, and maybe we'll talk about that. We'll come back to that.
I love that though. I love that you noticed that. So that's really, really cool, because everything is energy. But for our audience here, that's just SEO. What is that? And it stands for something. And why is that important?
Yeah, I mean, there's acronyms everywhere, right? So SEO stands for search engine optimization. We all know a search engine, the biggest one is Google. Anything that we do for SEO, so optimizing for Google, is going to optimize for all the platforms. So we talk about Google just because Google has the massive lion's share of all the searches every day. And so when we talk about Google, we mean all of them because they all look for the same thing. So the goal of SEO is to get you on the first page of Google for the ideal keywords. So if somebody's searching for naturopathic doctor near me and they are in your vicinity, you 100% want to be on that first page of Google and all the other search engines, because nobody goes to the second page or the third page or the 100th page, right? So it's important, and that's how we do things very differently when it comes to marketing. We're a full service agency, but at the forefront and the pinnacle of our marketing strategy is SEO. It's not just this kind of, oh, yeah, well, we'll add that on, we'll do a little here and there. Well, I mean, we think about it. If somebody is going to look for a practitioner they trust, where are they going to Google? Sorry, I just gave it away. Where are they going to go to search for somebody that they can trust? If they're at that point, beyond, I mean, the majority is they're going to go to
They
Google,
go to Google. Sure.
the most trusted platform to bring in high quality new patients. Now we have the entrance of AI, right?
Yeah. So I was going to ask that. I was like, where does that come in today?
Absolutely. In fact, it fits perfectly. Everybody's kind of freaked out. What's going on?
Yeah.
It's ChatGPT cares about the same things that Google cares about. Google, what does Google care about when it's going to determine? Put yourself in Google's shoes. Google makes money by putting the best information in front of people. If you went to Google and you said cheeseburger near me and you got AutoZone, okay, nobody's going to use Google anymore, right? Because that wouldn't be trustworthy. So it's trustworthy to put the best companies, the best websites, the best Google listings in front of people. That's how it makes money. So it's important that we don't think of Google as some kind of wizard or magician that we just have to pay off. There is a science to catching Google's attention so that Google will move you to that first page. First of
Oh,
all, it's horribly slow. So I do want to put that out there. I love
okay.
SEO. It brings in the best new patients because they
Mhm.
are ready to find somebody they trust
Uh-huh.
versus, and we can talk about this too, social media.
Right.
Social media is great, but that's for people are just kind of doom scrolling, right? They're looking at photos, funny videos, and cats and dogs and their grandkids, and they're not actively searching for a practitioner to trust. So it's a good way to get
Mhm.
some awareness and education. But when somebody's ready, they're going to go to Google. So there's a
Mhm.
science to catching Google's attention. And I'll just say it very quickly. There's three parts to a good SEO program. Technical, so the website needs to function really well. It needs to
Yeah,
load
okay.
very quickly. It
Uh-huh.
needs to work on people's phones, right? So you know what? If you're out there and you have a website, there's something that you can do for your SEO. Go through and make sure all the buttons work. Make sure all the links are working. Make sure all the people can read it and it's working.
Mhm.
Along with technical, we can get keywords that people are searching into the backend code. So that's a little more on the technical side.
Technical. Okay.
A little harder to understand. There's like meta descriptions and title tags and schema markup and all these kind of technical things, which you could just Google it and learn how to do it. Absolutely. It's everything is learnable in this day and age, and that is
Mhm.
the glory of 2025. Everything is learnable.
Mhm.
But it takes time. So there's
Mhm.
technical, and then
Okay.
content. Content is king when it comes to SEO.
Mm.
Google wants to put the most authoritative, trustworthy businesses in front of people. Google knows if you're an expert in, say, let's functional medicine. We'll pull that one out. It knows if you're an expert in functional medicine, you're going to have content on these certain topics. And it's not just stuffing functional medicine doctor in there 1,000 times. Because Google knows if you're an expert in something, you're going to have knowledge on all these different topics. So let's say, let's pull plumber out, for example. If you're an expert
Mhm.
plumber, Google knows that you're going to be an expert in, water pressure and leaks and scoping out your sewer system, all of these different topics. The
Uh-huh.
same, the same goes for functional naturopathic holistic medicine. Google knows, and so we can actually write content for those different topics, and then we interconnect the content. So it's kind of like you go to a library, right?
Mhm.
Old school library. I don't know if anybody goes anymore. They're fantastic. I
That's
love
true.
the smell of a library, right? I grew up in the day and age of learning the Dewey Decimal System and how to go to the card catalog and searching for things. Within that, you've got all these different categories, right? You've got westerns, you've got art, you've got nonfiction, you got self-help, and you got all these different kind of aisles or categories. And then
Mhm.
there's topics and books within there. Same goes for the content on your website. So let's say
Mhm.
we're talking about thyroid issues. So we've
Mhm.
got a page about thyroid. Hey, we help people with their thyroid. And then
Mhm.
you write specific blogs about certain topics about the thyroid. What should I eat to help
Mhm.
my thyroid naturally? What should I, can um can my shampoo affect my thyroid? So we've got all these different topics, and then we interconnect those all together so people can surf within that category. So content is king. Something that you can do, something that everybody can do, is write about your expertise.
Okay.
Don't just throw it into ChatGPT and then copy and paste it to your website. That's just going to be just boring content Google already knows. So we want to, yes, you can use ChatGPT as a helpful tool, but
Sure.
you want to personalize it. You want to talk about your experience. You want to talk about, some
Mhm.
testimonials. You don't have to say a person's name, but hey, in my experience, we had this person that came in with a thyroid issue, and they were bloated and brain fog and couldn't sleep, and then this is what happened. So you put in your own expertise and your own experience to it. So that's
Nice.
the second category is content. So we got technical content, and then we got local SEO.
Okay.
Local SEO, majority of that is going to take place on your Google business listing. So
Mhm.
if you Google, say, naturopathic doctor near me, you're going to see three Google listings, like map listings, and then you'll
Mhm.
see websites, and then you'll see some Google ads in there too. So those three Google listings are called the Maps pack or the local pack. And that's actually the prime real estate when it comes to Google's first page. People love to see in a
Mm.
quick snapshot what you do, Have you helped other
Mhm.
people? And how do I get started? Like we will link to the website, we can call. So Google puts those three up there. So prime real estate, and then obviously those website listings up at the top as
Oh,
well.
that's such a great explanation. Thank
Yeah, so
you.
absolutely. Sorry, I told you I was
Yeah, no, that's really good because those are
going
the
to take a
three areas, because I mean, I was learning all this too, because have my second business now. In fact, I have a question about the Google listing thing. So I was listed as Albuquerque Natural Health Center.
Sorry, you just froze for a
Oh
second. Can you
yeah, we did, didn't we? Okay.
I got you back now? We're
Let me
good.
see where we are so I can tell Rob. Anyway, I was listed at Albuquerque Natural Health Center in Google. It was a local business. It was a brick
Yeah,
and mortar business, did that
perfect.
for 20 years. Okay.
Excellent.
COVID came, I was already online and I started Brain Soul Success. And
Great.
someone advised me, I don't know who this was even, to take that Google listing and just change the name to Brain Soul Success because I already had it up, moving, all kinds of reviews, all kinds of positive stuff
Awesome.
happening.
Awesome.
Was that the right advice?
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
So, and
Thank
that's
you.
great. No, you did great. And you have all of that historical data
Uh-huh.
listing, and Google knows you people change their names, and they move, they change their phone number, so it's not going to freak Google out. The thing that I hear a lot is, "Hey, I'm virtual only.
Hmm.
How can I have a Google listing? I don't have a brick and mortar. I don't have an address. How can I have?"
Right.
And most of them assume they can't, and so they never try. Google knows there's a lot of online Google listing, but not show an address, but show a service area. So you could
Mhm.
show your city, your state, multiple states, the whole US. Like it all depends. But to set that up, you have to have a real address. You can't use a post office box. You can't use, anything like that.
Mhm.
You can just use your home address and not show the address. Everybody's concerned. If I use my home address, everybody's going to show up to my home. No,
Right. Uh-huh.
you can hide it. Google just wants to know you're a real person with in a real place. So absolutely, you did great. That's perfect. You can also obviously change if you have a new website. You can link to a new website or a phone number. It
Mhm.
wouldn't hurt on that Google listing. You can do what are called updates or posts. You can do a quick post just announcing, "Hey, it's still me. I've changed my name. I've got a new phone number. We're online to better serve you. We can serve more people. So it
That
just
whole thing. Mhm.
eases the transition. So you were absolutely right.
Yeah, that's very, thank you for that. Thank you for that. So how did you even like get started in, marketing, digital marketing, SEO, and working with functional medicine and different holistic practitioners? How did that begin for you?
That's fantastic. I love to tell my story. It's
Okay.
it, it's a harrowing story. It's got problems and failure and all the good things that a story needs. So my degree is in public speaking. I love getting in front of people. I love talking to 1,000 people better than just a couple people. I am a stage guy, and I love talking to people. So I had a degree in public speaking. Out of college, we got my wife and I got married pretty young, right out of college. We started having babies right away. We have 4 kids, and we had them super close together. So I mean, okay. So 4 kids. A lot of people out there have kids. You get it when they're little. It's a lot of work, and you
Mhm.
don't sleep like ever. Well,
Yes.
for perspective, we had 4 kids, 3 boys, and then a girl. Our girl was born when our oldest was 4.
Oh my gosh.
So
Oh, bless you. Uh-huh.
4 and under. I mean, crazy. We had diapers and juice boxes flying all over the place. So that's why we do everything, right? It's about family and community, and we had some desperate times because we started a different business. We actually started. We've always been very entrepreneurial, so we actually started a landscaping business. I'm here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. This is where I'm from. I'm a native, fifth generation. Started a landscaping company because I did landscaping in high school. So right out of college, piles of kids, new business, fail, 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 fail.
Oh, that's so
I
hard.
made no money. As everybody knows, landscaping is very seasonal. We tried snow plowing. Everybody thinks Colorado Springs gets just snow all the time. It does not. It's actually very mild here in Colorado Springs. Up in the mountains, they get tons of snow. We get some good storms, but it's actually pretty dry. So just some rough times. We actually had that business for 10 years. My two favorite parts of that business was I got to do landscape design and sales. I love landscape design and sales. So very
Mm-hmm.
creative element. And then the other part was marketing. I loved marketing. And so again, it kind of comes back to that enjoyment of communicating to people and connecting
Mm-hmm.
people on an energy level and being able to communicate and provide value. And so after that, we were able to sell the business for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
For a short time, we moved back to Ohio, which is where my wife is from, to be close to my mother-in-law because the kids were still little. We wanted to be close. So while we were there, I dabbled in a lot of things. I won't go into all the nitty-gritty details, but I got to the point where I was hopeless. In that I just felt like I can't make money. I'm not good at it. I can't provide for my family, and I'm an extreme person, as you can tell.
Yeah.
So yeah, positive and negative. So I got to this point where I was even considering, you know what? I have a little bit of life insurance that could actually maybe one last, support to my family. Thankfully, didn't act on that at all. I knew I wouldn't, but you get low, you get hopeless and
Mm-hmm.
helpless.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to the point where I realized being that hopeless and that low, I got to the point where I realized I was the problem. There were things that was believing and I felt entitled to by the universe because of I have these gifts and talents and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting money from it. And so I got to this point of I'm the problem. And I started diving into just life-changing personal development books, consuming because I realized, and I'm reading old book called As a Man Thinketh, if you've heard that
Oh,
book.
yes.
As a
Uh-huh.
Man, our thoughts are the basis of everything that comes in our lives.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
knew that, and I started realizing, okay, I have to change my thoughts. I have to change the energy that I'm putting out in the world based on what I'm believing about myself. And I need to believe something different. And to
Mm-hmm.
change beliefs, we have to change thoughts. And so I started consuming personal development books, and it was absolutely life changing. I mean, the perspective change that I had, and one book in particular, right during that time, it's called 20,000 Days and Counting. It's basically measuring the time left we have on the earth in days, and we go, oh man, I want to take advantage of this. So one of the principles that he talks about is he says, I am the problem. I am the problem. I am the problem. I am the problem. The good thing
Mhm.
about that is if I'm the problem, then I can change it.
Exactly.
I can change it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, I'm not waiting for somebody else to see my worth. I'm not waiting for the universe to give me my due. Instead,
Mm-hmm.
I'm realizing I'm causing all of this hopelessness. It's me. So I am the
Mm-hmm.
problem. I am the problem. I am the problem. And that was the start, completely bottomed out, but headed back up. And so now to be able to, we started a different marketing agency, and then got into functional medicine. I'll talk about that in a second. But to be able to see
Mm-hmm.
journey, the ups and the downs and the lost battles, but then the growth and the learning. We look back and I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't want to do it again because it was
Sure.
awful.
Sure.
But but I wouldn't change anything because that's how I needed to grow. And I'm sure everybody knows the book The Alchemist. Probably, if you
Yes.
read The Alchemist, read The Alchemist. And it's the concept that the universe is conspiring to help me reach my personal legend. The universe is conspiring, even in the hard times, and actually, especially in
Mm.
the hard
Yeah.
times. There's
Mm-hmm.
another author that he puts it kind of in more of a religious, talking about God, and God whispers in the good times and then shouts at us in the pain. Right. So pain is the megaphone. Pain, it speaks louder than just having everything going well. And so that's my story as far as to be able to find that
Mhm.
life change and that success. And
And
what
thank you. Thank you for sharing your vulnerable story with us too. And yes, entrepreneurs do sort of go through a journey here. I mean, there has to be sort of pain for gain sometimes. It does feel like, and so we all have different stories. But congratulations to you for doing the personal growth. So such a great example of what we also do here at Brain Soul Success. It's the inner work that reflects in the outer.
Yep, for
Right?
sure.
So
Totally.
you did all of that work and turned all that around, and here you are, amazingly successful, helping all of these companies with their SEO and their marketing strategies. What would you say are some of you're talking about a lot about Google.
Mhm.
What are some other marketing strategies, excuse me, that you would say would be a good, tactic or direction for some holistic practitioners?
Absolutely. So the first thing that I tell people is there's not one magic pill for marketing. Everybody asks me, what's the one platform? Is it Facebook? Is it TikTok? Is it
Mhm.
Google? Is it YouTube? What's the one platform that I can use to grow my practice? And I like to turn it back on them. And I like to say, what's the one body organism that we need to have life, right? To feel good. What's the one organism? Like, should I focus on my heart? All works together, right?
Yes.
So the one thing that you need to focus on is the fact that there's not one thing. That's
Well
it.
said.
It's I like to say it's like a marketing puzzle, right? Every piece to the puzzle is absolutely vital, and all of the pieces are absolutely vital. Now, there's a lot of pieces that you could use that you don't need to use. So, kind of second point is this is I call it the trifecta. So the
Mhm.
three marketing strategies that really every service business, every business needs to put the majority of their marketing budget and or time towards
Mhm.
when it comes to digital marketing. So we've got SEO at the top, at the cornerstone, and then we got Google ads and Facebook and Instagram ads. That's the trifecta. Now,
Mhm.
let me explain a little bit about Facebook and Instagram ads versus organic posts. An organic post on Facebook is anybody you can have a business page for free. You can go on there, you can make a post, you can make a video, you can do a graphic. That's an organic post. It doesn't cost you anything. You're just
Mhm.
posting. That
Mhm.
is not in the trifecta if you'll notice. Instead, it's Facebook and Instagram ads. Why didn't I put organic social media in that primary focus? Everybody thinks, okay, I just need to post more. I just need
Mhm.
I need to buckle down and make videos. I hate making videos. I need to make videos.
Mhm.
Clients that have tried that in the past and they finally buckle down and they make post after post after post. They're making videos. They're getting out there and nobody is finding them. Nobody's responding. And I can tell you, it's not anything to do with their content. It has
Mhm.
everything to do with the algorithms on Facebook and Instagram and all social media. There's
Mhm.
so much content out there that Meta, Facebook, is not pushing business profile organic posts out to new people. Statistically,
Oh.
you will reach with an organic post, you'll be lucky if you reach 2.6% of your followers on Facebook with an organic post. Okay. So let's put that into numbers. Let's say
Okay.
you have 1,000 followers. You make a post on Facebook and nobody's liking it. You're not getting engagement.
Mhm.
Maybe you get one like and it's from your grandma who follows your post, or it's family, just your mom, because mom's like everything. And you're like, why isn't that? Well, I can tell you, of those 1,000 people, you'll be lucky to reach 26 of them with an organic post. Now, here's the kicker. Those
Mhm.
are already people that follow you. Those
They're
are
not
not
new.
people. These are
Mhm.
not, if I could reach 2.6% of your community,
Mhm.
oh, we would be posting like going out of style. But statistically, it's hard to break through the algorithm. It's a little better on Instagram, but it's like 4.8% or something. It's basically 2.5% and 5% of your followers with posts. Now, you still need to post.
Sure.
You need to take all the pressure off. So a lot of people, they'll find you on Google or wherever. They come to your website. They read a
Mhm.
little bit, not everything. They're just looking at titles and headlines and pictures and maybe watch a video and then they go to the
Mhm.
bottom and then they click on your social media icons. So it's a normal part of the user journey to land on social media, but to try to generate that traffic directly with social media is very difficult. You can do it, but it's hit or miss. All of a sudden, you'll have one video that goes viral, and you're like, "How did that happen?" But then the problem with a viral video is if you're a local practice, you're hitting people in China, you're getting people in Africa. So a viral video doesn't necessarily mean you're getting a whole bunch of people that could be potential patients.
Right, right.
Oh, focus on that trifecta: SEO, Google Ads, Facebook, and Instagram ads. That's where the majority of your marketing budget should go. And then you need some support things, right? You
Mhm.
need to do emails, you need to do social media, you need to make videos, like all of those, but those are very much a support. Now, I did
Mhm.
say a second ago, that's what you should focus on with your digital marketing outside of digital marketing, because that's the
Mhm.
third point. Don't put all your eggs in the digital marketing basket.
Mhm.
Don't focus on digital and then sit back and wait. You need to be in your community. You need to have conversations. The point of good marketing is to start great conversations,
Mhm.
especially within the holistic medical health community.
Mhm.
The thing that sets you apart is that you take the time to listen. You take the time to ask questions rather than the allopathic method of, oh, the numbers are bad, we're going to throw another pill at you. No, we're going to take time. We're
Mhm.
listening. And so the point of good marketing for holistic, alternative, integrative, functional, anything is starting great conversations. So a way to do that, to get involved in your community, is to be a part of the Chamber of Commerce.
Mhm.
Get involved in business connection groups
Mhm.
like BNI. BNI will let you visit for 2 times for free. You get 1 minute, but man, what a great opportunity to tell in 1 minute for 2 weeks what you do. You don't have to pay anything, just visit a bunch of them. The
Mhm.
other thing is you can actually join conversations in your community on Facebook by finding Facebook groups. Facebook mom groups are excellent. Depending on what you do, you can find those Facebook groups and join the conversation. So it is digital, it's online, but it's very much having a conversation on online. So it's
Oh,
in
that's really good because I'm thinking back actually as you're talking about this because I did all that. I did Chamber of Commerce, I did BNN, I spoke all over Albuquerque. I did the TV, I did the news, I did the radio. I
oh,
did that all with Albuquerque Natural Health Center. Then when I was online, the platform was different,
right.
right? Because my clients weren't local anymore.
Mhm.
I've got people all over, England and
Yeah.
Australia and Canada and all over the world.
Yep.
So it's a very different platform. So now it's more like speaking on summits.
Yes.
And then my podcast, I mean, it's like 12.9K downloads or something. I've had this for
Oh,
6 years.
that's
So,
awesome.
AI knows me
Yeah.
through the podcast,
Yeah. Yeah. I love it.
absolutely. So that has helped, although I haven't recently had anybody do the SEO on my whole company,
Sure.
and that is what you do with clinicians and practitioners. So tell us a little bit more about that. What does it look like to work with you? If there are
Yeah.
people here listening, we've got people here listening and they're like, I'm not on the first page of Google and, I'm awesome. I'm the best
Yeah.
kept secret. I really want to get out there. Um, what would be, your advice or how would you work with them?
Yeah, for sure. So, our goal is to be able to handle. We've helped practices all over the country, all over the world, whether it's local or virtual or national SEO. So we'd love to help with practices, even if we just help you by pointing you in the right direction with some good education. I
Mhm.
offer a free website evaluation video for anybody that goes to our website. You can sign up. We're not going to pester you. Actually, I don't even think we pester you ever. All you got to do is sign up and give me your website, and I'll make it. It's a 10 to 15 minute evaluation of your SEO on your website. So even for you, Louise, if you'd like to do that, I'd love to
Mhm.
do that for you. It's
Mhm.
a free. It's not a sales pitch. It's insights into technical content and local with real practical things that you can do. Again, like I said, everything is learnable. So I
Yes.
don't claim to be, have any proprietary hidden knowledge that nobody has access to. No, we've just helped a lot of practices, and so we've put together a system that works. I'd love
Mhm.
to share that. If somebody decided to hire us, we don't do contracts. We just go month to month. We
Mhm.
can work with any website platform. We're never going to make you build a new website or lock you into any kind of contract or handcuff you to us. Our goal is to. I used to play a lot of volleyball, and there's a term called
Oh,
bettering the ball. Have you heard bettering the ball?
I, I was a volleyball player in
Yeah,
college.
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So bettering the ball means, okay, maybe it's not the perfect hit over to the empty spot, but maybe one of your teammates hits it way out. And so bettering the ball would just be getting it back to your team. So our goal is to help you help more people by getting your online marketing right, even if it's
Mhm.
just for a season. And even if
Mhm.
we take you to the next level, maybe we get 2 or 3 levels. And so that's definitely our goal. Now, if you want to learn it yourself, like I said, I'd love to teach you anybody to do their own SEO and their own marketing. My philosophy is this: when you have a smaller company, maybe you're a startup, you tend to have. And at some point, you get busy to the point where, okay, I got a lot of patients. I got maybe okay, not a lot of money, but maybe I have a little bit more money, but I have less time. So then I need to hire an expert to do the things because our goal, again, is to come alongside, do our thing so that you can focus on helping patients and members. So really, it does come down to education or hiring somebody that knows. And that's a little bit about us for sure.
I love that. That is just awesome. I mean, you have such a great stance on how to do this with people, so I really appreciate that. So we can tell as we're listening to you, you have the client in mind. You're wanting to help them. And that is the conversation you were talking about earlier. It's about having conversations, it's
Yep.
listening.
Yep.
Right? That's why I love doing this. I get to meet the best people. Like,
Yeah.
this is so completely awesome
Yeah,
that we get to be together today, right?
for sure.
Um, it's so, so perfect. So tell us, Andrew, how can people then, what's your website? How can people get a hold of you and maybe get that website analysis that you're talking about?
Of course, yep. Just remember our website. On there is everything else. So functionalmedmarketing.com. Functionalmedmarketing.com. If you
Okay.
Google functional medicine marketing, we're going to show up. And on there, you can, like I said, you can sign up for that free evaluation. You could
Mhm.
just ask a question on a form. I have my personal cell number on there. You can text me. I don't necessarily answer every call, but I answer every text for sure. But
Mhm.
if you do call, just leave me a message and I will get back to you for sure. Or you can email me, just whatever's easier. But just remember functionalmedmarketing.com.
Oh, that's so, so, so awesome. Okay, a couple personal questions. What are you doing when you're not working?
Oh,
What do you like to do? Do you still play volleyball? What are some of your hobbies?
that is a great question. So I still have 4 kids. They are older now. My oldest is 20. So now we have 20 down to 15. Side note, I just hired my oldest. I'm training him in the business, so that's fun.
Oh, nice.
And then my second oldest, he is a ski instructor at Crested Butte Ski Resort here in Colorado Springs, or ski with him. He's now way better than me and makes me feel bad about myself, but I still love to get out. He's kind of the adventurer. We have a lot of adventurers in our family, and he's a mountaineer. He loves to hike mountains.
Mhm.
So he hiked all the 14,000 foot elevation mountains in Colorado. So, Louise, do you have any guesses how many 14ers there are in Colorado?
There's a ton of them because my son does that. How
Yeah,
many?
there's 58.
There's
58.
58. So he does
Yes.
that every year. He does a different one every year.
So he actually finished. He got them all
He
done.
got them all.
Got them
Oh,
all
that's
done.
way
I
cool.
know. So I did. I think I've done 11 with him, but he got all 58. I mean, he's gangbusters. He's a mountain goat. So here's a fun story. So for his last mountain, he really wanted his parents to join him on his last mountain. I was shocked. I mean, such a good kid, and he really wanted mom and dad to join him on his last mountain. And so it was a big long trip. We actually down in Durango, we took a train up through the mountains, and we got off. The train lets you off halfway, and then you got to backpack up to kind of base camp. And then the next day, he had 4 mountains to do in one day, and so he did 3 in the time it took us to meet him on the last one. So we met him on the last one, and he said, here's what I want to do for my last mountain. I want to wear a kilt. So we have a lot of Scottish and Irish in our blood. And so he's like, I want to wear a kilt and I want to carry a sword. And he said, would you wear a kilt with me? I said, absolutely. And so we wore kilts hiking his last mountain. So just way
Oh,
so any chance we can get out, my wife's a commercial real estate broker. So we also like to invest in properties and do fix and flips. And being a landscaper, so I like to work on my own house. So I built an outdoor kitchen and I built a brick oven, pizza oven. So we love to have people over for that. Yep.
oh, that's so fun. Oh my gosh. You're just, I'm not that far from you. I'm in Albuquerque.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
drive through. And when you said no snow in Colorado Springs, I drove back from Denver. My daughter's in Denver.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was the biggest snowstorm of like the last, I don't know how many years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
You got
I-25 was closed. I got
close. Yeah.
stuck in Trinidad and I'm like, what should I do? Should I try to stay overnight? I ended up like driving all the way back and then taking the one through Walsenburg, the road
Okay.
through and going all the way through Taos. And I used to live in Taos when I got
Oh,
here.
yeah. Yeah.
And then I came down there. It took me all day. I went through snow, sleet, rain,
Yeah.
sun. Snow. It was like amazing. It was like
Oh,
a, it
yes.
was, it was a shamanic journey in the car that day. Um,
Yeah, well, it's not that we can't get snow. It's just not a every week kind of adventure. The
yeah,
good thing is, and you know this, if it does snow like that, you give it a day or two and it's melted. It's gone.
yeah. Like it was the weird. There was sunshine for part of the way. And it was right after like all this snow and
Oh,
sleet
yeah.
and ice. It was a total journey,
Yeah,
total
yeah, yeah.
absolute journey.
Oh,
He says,
do
this
you
is,
remember? Do you remember what year that was?
yeah, that was like a couple years ago, like last year, the year before.
Okay, yeah, we do get them, and the funny
Yeah.
thing, they like to happen in the fall or the spring. Was it fall or spring?
It was like November. So it was like this time, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Yeah, and it was really a wet, heavy kind of snow. It reminded me of Chicago. I grew up in Chicago.
Right. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Anyway,
was really,
well, I'm
yeah.
glad you made it. I'm glad you made it.
I know. It was really, I prayed all the way home.
Of course you did.
So, so since this is the Brain Soul Success Show, I also ask, what brain tip would you leave our audience with?
Brain tip? Oh,
Brain tip. Yes.
I'll give you two. I'll give you two.
Okay.
The first thing is, again, what you think about is what you believe is what you do. So if you want to change habits, you have to
Mhm.
change your thinking. So within that, I've made it a practice, and I have to be reminded of it often, is to find the good. To find the good. Because if you
Mhm.
focus on the bad, remember what you think is what you believe is what you do. So if you
Mhm.
focus on bad things, it's basically like praying for bad things to happen, right?
Mhm.
Back to the energy. It's what you put out is what you get in. So
Mhm.
find the good. Okay, here's an obstacle, here's a problem. Somebody cuts me off in traffic. I have a client freaking out for no apparent reason. My boss is yelling, I can't get I've got this health problem. That gets pretty serious.
Uh-huh.
The good. What is the good? It's a practice. Reading the As a Man Thinketh book this morning, even, he's talking about beautifying your mind. If
Mm.
each of our if our thoughts are decorations in the room of our mind, how's your room decorated? Is it happy? Is it positive? Is it colorful? Or is it doom and gloom and depressed? Right? So
Mhm.
again, it's all on you to control those thoughts. What you think is what you believe is what you do. So
Mhm.
beautify your mind with positive, not out of touch Pollyanna type, right? But
Mhm.
so it's finding the good. The second thing within obviously our holistic health, what you put in your body is
Mhm.
also going to determine how well your brain works and how
Mhm.
well you can think positive thoughts. So if
Mhm.
you're really struggling to combat maybe stress and negativity, it might be something that you're eating, and it might be definitely worth going down that path of and
Mhm.
that's a whole nother topic. I have tried every diet, you name it. I've tried it.
That
I've
is.
tried. I'm extreme, so I go way extreme, too far, too far. I can tell you this, you can overdose on kale. Don't. It's awful. Yeah, it's bad. I eat so much kale. Okay, but what you put in your body is so important. And sleep and taking care of your body affects that brain as well. So two things there. Think good stuff, find the good, and then put good stuff in your body.
Oh, that's so awesome. You're so wise. Oh, goodness. This has been so great. It's just been an honor to be with you today. Thank you so much for being with us today, Andrew.
Honestly, the pleasure and the honor was mine for sure.
Yeah, this was really, really awesome. So remember, everyone, reach out to Andrew here. We'll have his new website and everything at the in the show notes. And also remember, follow your heart, but take your brain with you.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, that's wise. I like that.